Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this strength and balance class. My name is Hannah and I am a senior fitness instructor with Stonebridge Community Services. We have a full body strength workout to do. We're going to use some weights. Whatever size feels great is the right size for you today. Two of these exercises are going to be on the floor and are more core specific, but if being on the ground is not a great choice for you, don't worry. I will give you a seated, in both cases, it's going to be a seated alternative, and then we'll work on some balance towards the end of the class. We'll be about 40 minutes or so. Let's make sure we have those weights. We have the space to move around with no obstructions. We have some water handy, and we also have something to hold on to, somewhere where we can stand and be supported during the balance part of the class. All right, we're going to warm up first, so let's come up to feet and let's begin. Good, let's stand up nice and tall and let's march on the spot. Lifting those feet right up, letting those arms move forwards and backwards. Let's take a nice deep breath here. Big inhale and exhale. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath, reach those hands up and lower down. Good. We're going to pull our shoulders up towards our ears. Relax them down. Lift those shoulders and lower. Pull those shoulders up and down. One more time. Lift and lower. Good. Let's roll our shoulders. Nice big circles. And let's roll our shoulders forwards. Good. Let's bring those arms out to the side. Little circles here. And let's go back in the other direction. Let's bend at the elbow, bring those hands in towards your chest and back out. Hands in and out, hands in and out, hands in and out, and again, hands in and out. Let's stand with those hands in a goalpost position, hands together and back. Hands and elbows together and back out, hands in and out. Hands in and out, hands in and out. We're going to pivot our hands, lower down and up, hands down and up, hands down and up, hands down and up. Good. Hands up to the ceiling and lower down, up and down, up and down. And one more time, up and down. Good. Relax those arms. Excellent. Tap those toes forwards here. Let's march with our arms. Good. Let's tap those toes to the sides. Let's take one foot, tap your toe and your heel, toe and heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, and heel. Let's switch to the other side, tap your toe and your heel, toe and heel, toe and heel, toe and heel, and toe and heel. Good. Let's bring those feet together now, and we will tap our toes and wiggle our fingers. Let's tap our heels, tap those fingers to your thumb. Good. Let's tap our toes, both feet at the same time, and let's circle those wrists. Good, tap those heels, circle those wrists the other way. Great, let's stand with our feet hip width apart. We're going to circle our hips. Nice and slowly. Let's go back in the other direction. Excellent. Let's take a nice deep breath. Big inhale. And exhale, lower those hands down. Very good. All right, we will begin here. Start with a squat. We're going to use one weight. We're going to stand with wide feet. So I'm going to hold the weight just here at my chest. My feet are wide, wider than hip width, a little wider than shoulder width even. I'm turning my toes out. And when I squat down, my knees are going to kind of track in that direction. We want to think about knees over toes. So standing up nice and tall. Here we go. We're going to inhale, seat down. Exhale, stand back up. Keeping the weight in our heels. And chest tall. Good, let's do one more. Excellent, put the weight there. So the way I have this organized today is we have 3 lower body exercises, 3 upper body, and then 2 core specific, which are going to be on the floor. So we're going to do our 3 upper body, kind of back to back. Sorry, 3 lower body, all 3, and then repeat all 3. We'll do them kind of in sections. So we're starting with, we're going to move on from that squat and work on a lunge, a reverse lunge. No weights, no extra weights here today. This is going to be a little bit of a balance challenge, so we don't need that extra weight. We're going to stand up nice and tall. I'm going to take my I'm going to start on my left leg. It doesn't matter which side. I'm going to take my left leg and step back into that lunge. Once I come down into that lunge position, I'm going to rotate through my upper body towards the left, towards the leg that's back to center, and stand back up. I'm sinking down slowly into that lunge. We're alternating sides, rotate back to center, and stand. Good. So let's keep going here. This is a tricky one for balance. We want to move nice and slowly. We're bending our knees just as much as we comfortably can here. Good, one more each side. Last one. Good, excellent. Next thing we'll do is pick up our weights. Going to hold both weights up near our shoulders and do some heel raises. If you need to have a hand holding on to support for the heel raises because of that balance challenge, pop one weight down and then the second time you'll just switch the weight to the other hand. If you can manage without holding on, let's have a weight in each hand. Feet hip width, we're going to push ourselves up to tiptoes. Slowly lower those heels. Good. Keep that chest nice and tall. Breathing out as you come up to tiptoe. Breathing in as we lower down. Good, once more. Excellent. Lower those weights. Let's grab a drink. And we're going to work on that squat again. We're going to repeat all three. So let's grab our weight, holding it here at your chest. Feet a little wider than shoulder width. Turn those toes out a little. Let's inhale, sink into the squat. Exhale to stand. Good, nice deep breath in. Exhale as we stand. Good, just keeping the weight in your heels. Nice and slowly on the way down. One more. Good. Got the weight down. Time for that reverse lunge again. So I'm standing near the front of my mat. I'm going to start with my left leg and then switch to the right. We're stepping back into that lunge, rotating slowly through that upper body and then back to center. So sink into that lunge and rotate back to face front and stand. Nice and slowly. Keep that chest tall. Excellent. Just rotating as much as you comfortably can. Hard to keep the balance. Last one. Good. Excellent. Let's grab those weights again. Lifting up to our shoulders. Time for heel raises. Up into tiptoes. Slowly lower those heels. Pulling that belly button in towards your spine. So you're engaging those core muscles. Let's do 2 more of these, nice and slow as we lower. Good, and pop the weights down. Excellent. We're going to move on and work on some upper body exercises. I have 3 for us today. So let's grab both weights. We're going to start with a bicep curl. And I want to do a few where we do both hands at the same time. We'll start with one hand at a time. And if that feels like the best option for you, you can carry on that way. And if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can follow on along with me and do some that are both arms. All right, here we go. We're going to pick up that hand up towards your shoulder, nice and slowly as you lower it down. Good, chest is tall. Good, if you can, let's do a couple that are both weights at the same time, both arms. Good, we'll do 2 more, 3, and good, pop the weights down for a moment. Excellent. Good, arms are going to shake We're going to do a bent over row here. So both weights again. Going to make this a little bit different to how we would usually do that row. Feet hip width, knees are soft. I'm going to hinge at the hip and stand in this inclined position. You can see my weights are in front of me. I'm going to row one arm at a time. But I'm not bringing that weight up towards my armpit in the same way. Have that weight held a little bit differently. So it's like I'm lifting it towards my chest. This is almost like an upright row, but we're hinging forward. Good. Breathing out as we lift up. Excellent. Slowly on the way down, we're alternating hands. 2 more each side. It's 4 in total. That's 2, 3, and 4. Good. And stand. Pop 1 weight down. We're going to work our tricep muscle, which is a muscle at the back of your arm here. So to do that, we're going to take that weight up above your head, holding in 2 hands. We're going to inhale, slowly lower that weight behind your head, and exhale back to center. Good, nice and slowly. Big exhale to lift up. Let's do 2 more. That's 1. And 2, and lower down. Very good. Great, grab a drink and we'll repeat all 3 of those exercises. Great. Bicep curls are first, so let's grab both weights. Both weights at the same time to, 1 weight at a time to begin with, and then we'll switch and do some both weights at the same time. Here we go. Good, breathing out as we lift. Excellent. Good, let's do a few with both weights. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. We'll put the weights down for a moment. Just to kind of relax the hands, I find my grip, that's the part that I find difficult first, is holding on that grip strength. So give those hands a shake. And those arms, and we'll work on the next one. Bent over row, we have our hands facing our body, feet hip width, knees soft. Let's hinge forward and we're rowing. 1 hand, and then the other. Elbow comes back past your body. We're breathing out as we lift. Excellent, deep breaths. Good, 2 more. Here's the last 2. Good, and stand. Great, we'll pop 1 weight down. All right, time to take this weight up overhead, straight up to the ceiling. We're going to work on those tricep extensions. Let's slowly lower that weight behind your head, straight up to the ceiling. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, lift. Good, let's do 2 more after this. You can do it. Big inhale as you lower. Exhale to help you lift. Last one. Good. Lower that weight down. Excellent. Great, all done with those weights. I'm going to finish with those 2 core exercises. I will show you the seated version and then I'll be on the floor. And you can follow me there if that feels like a good option. All right. First exercise. We're sitting on the chair, feet in front of us, quite close to the front of your chair. We're going to extend one leg and lift and lower. Switch to the other side. Stretch that leg out, lift, lower, stretch, lift, lower. Good. That's the first one. Second one. We're going to lift one knee and then the other. At the same time, we're going to rotate through that upper body, hand to opposite knee. Just like this. Nice and slowly lifting and rotating. Good. Will be slightly different on the floor. So if you want to be on the ground for these exercises, let's head there now. I'm going to step 1 foot forward, bend that front knee, drop the back knee, hinge forward, and as I hinge, I bring my hands down to the floor, down to all fours, come to the sides. Bring this forward. Good, and we can lie on our back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. So if you're seated, you're stretched one leg at a time. You're going to stretch that leg, lift out, lift, and slowly lower to the floor. Extend the leg, lift, lower. Extend, lift, lower. On the ground, we are taking 1 foot at a time, sliding that heel along the floor, and back to the center. So similar movement here. Let's go. We want to think about nice deep breaths. And breathing out as it comes back to center. Each side. Good, excellent. Next exercise, if you see your chest, you're going to take your opposite hand and rotate through that upper body. I don't know why I'm showing you on the floor. On the floor, we are not doing that same thing. But on the chair, you are rotating through that upper body and lifting your knees at the same time. On the ground, we're going to take our feet up. Knees are still bent. We're tapping one toe and then the other to the floor. Let's go. Inhale as you tap the toe down. Exhale as you pick up. Good, once more each side. Great, and relax those feet down. Excellent, let's repeat those. If you're seated, leg extension and lift. So stretch that leg out, lift and slowly lower. In control all the time. On the ground, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. One leg at a time, let's stretch. And go back to center. This is slowly. Once more each side. Good, so let's pause there. Switch to that last exercise. If you're seated, you're raising your knees and rotating through that upper body, hand to opposite knee. As it's come up, lift those feet, knees are still bent. We're going to tap one toe and then the other. Good, nice deep breaths. Good, once more each side. Excellent, relax those feet, good. Let's bring our feet to one side. Roll over onto your side using your knees. We're going to slowly push ourselves up. And let's come up to hands and knees, so all fours. Take one hand, one foot up into this half kneeling position. And let's push up to stand. Good, excellent. All right, perfect. Grab a drink here. Okay, time for balance. So let's make sure we are within arm's reach of some kind of support furniture. I always use the wall. Anything that's sturdy can support your weight and you can easily reach. We're going to start with our feet one in front of the other. Heel to toe, or as close to that as we can be. We want our feet to be nice and relaxed and knees soft. Let's look forwards. Be relaxed through our knees. We're going to take our arms out to the sides. And let's aeroplane those arms. One up, one down. Good, let's relax those arms and we want to switch our feet around. Again, feet relaxed, weight even between both feet. You can take the arms to the left and come back to center. And we can relax our feet. Great. We're going to stand with our feet fairly close to each other. I'm going to tap our toes in a little circle. So I'm going to take my right toe, tap forwards, and then out to the side, and then behind me. And then I'm going to go across my body, and then all the way around again. Forwards, to the side, behind, and across. Great. Forwards, to the side, behind, and across. Forwards, to the side, behind, and across. Good. Let's go a little bit quicker. One more time. Good. We're going to tap forwards. Let's lift that foot, hold for 3, 2, 1. We float to the side, hold for 3, 2, 1. And behind. 3, 2, 1. And can you go across your body? 3, 2, 1. Let's try again. Float forwards. 3, 2, 1. To the side. 3, 2, 1. Behind. 3, 2, 1. And across. 3, 2, 1. Good. Excellent. Let's try it on the other side. So now we're standing on the right, taking that left foot. I'm going to tap forwards, to the side, behind, and then across my body. Forwards, to the side, behind, and across. Forwards, side, behind, across. Forwards, side, behind, across. One more time. Forwards, side, behind, across. A little bit faster again. Forwards, side, behind, across. Good. Let's tap that toe forwards, lift, hold for 3, 2, 1. To the side. 3, 2, 1. Behind. 3, 2, and 1. Let's come over to the side. 3, 2, 1. Float forwards. 3, 2, 1. To the side. 3, 2, 1. Behind. 3, 2, 1. And across. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Excellent. Let's stand with our feet hip width apart here, a little bit wider. We're going to shift our weight from one foot to the other with lifting through our heels. Good, standing up nice and tall. Let's add our arms. As I move to the left, I'm going to reach my left arm. As I move to the right, reach the right. Good, nice and slowly. Excellent. Let's reach right across our body. Good. We're going to step from one foot to the other. Relax those arms now. Good. As you step onto your left foot, let's raise the right and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Onto the right foot, raise the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Onto the left foot, raise the right, bring his arms up to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And switch again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, excellent. We're going to move around. Let's tightrope, heel to toe. Let's move forwards and backwards. Standing nice and tall. Looking ahead. Relax through those shoulders, relax through your upper body. Excellent. Try to move nice and slowly and not looking at our feet too much. Super. Let's make our way back to center. Good. And I'd like you to step from side to side. Let's bring those arms out to the side. Good. As I step to the side, I'm going to lift one knee. Hold for a second, step and lift. Step and lift. Step, lift. Step and lift. Step and lift. Step and lift. Good, nice and slowly. Good, a couple more. Excellent, feet to the floor. Wonderful, everybody. It is time for us to stretch. So let's take an arm across your body and hold here. Feel that nice stretch through your shoulder, through your upper arm. Good, let's switch to the other side. Good, relax that arm, let's lift. One hand to the ceiling, bend the elbow, bring that hand behind your back. Let's take the other hand and see if we can reach up. Good, relax those arms and switch to the other side. Lift, bend at the elbow, hand behind your back, take the second hand up. Good, relax those arms nice and slowly. Let's have a seat. Going to sit forward in our chair. Stretch one leg out, heel on the floor, toe to the ceiling. Let's hinge forward out. Let's sit up, switch to the other side. And sitting up again, you're going to sit right back in your chair. Let's pull one knee in and let's circle this ankle. Back in the other direction. Point that toe to the floor. Lift up. Point. And lift. Take toes to the left. And the right. To the left. And the right. Good. Let's switch to the other side. Pull that knee in. We're going to circle our ankle. Back in the other direction. Good, let's point that toe. And lift. Point. And lift. Point. Lift, toes to the left. And the right. Left. Right, and getting to the left. And the right. Excellent. Feet on the floor. Let's stand up. We're going to reach our arms behind us. Reach for the back of the room. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, wrap those arms around you. Nice tight squeeze and a pat on the back. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you on Friday.